There's Dave. I just got mine set up. I'm a little wet. This rain just came out of nowhere. It's pouring down pretty good. My tarp and hammock system here is working pretty good. Sets up pretty quick. Dave's still working on his tent. There, see him? The reason we're out here actually is because someone was on our property with a four-wheeler. So we decided that we were going to come out here and camp out here, see if we couldn't find them. And well, we picked a fine night to do so. It's raining pretty good. We won't have a fire tonight anyways, but hopefully the rain lets up soon. Not likely. Have these nice little light bulbs that work pretty good. I'll be out there helping Dave a little bit more, but I don't have a raincoat. Dad took off with it when he took the truck. Said he'd be back, but the rain started up shortly after he left. Well, we're still hoping that this guy in the four-wheeler will come back. With a rain like this, no, it's not likely. Current update. There's Dave, soaking wet.
Just from the waist down. This is awesome.
Columbia makes some pretty awesome gear. On sale at Bell's. Now we're having snack time. Now that the rain finally stopped, just after we finished setting up our tents and shit.
Yeah, it rained long enough just to fill my tent. Without the rain fly on it.
Luckily all my gear is mostly dry because all I had to do is throw a tarp over my hammock. It got a little bit wet. Wasn't impressed by that, but Dave's camp set up over there. Looks pretty good. Some guy on the four-wheeler wrecked our entire camp area, so it was pretty hard to find a tent spot. It wasn't rutted pretty bad. Time to assess how wet Dave's tent got in the process of setting it up.
As soon as I laid that thing out, it just came down like crazy. Putting the tarp underneath completely useless. Oh shit. Look at that.
There's literal puddles. That is gorgeous.
Luckily I got a wool blanket to put down under my sleeping bag.
Hopefully that stays nice and dry.
And wool's the one fabric that'll insulate wet or dry. I got that on my side. The point of this tarp is to keep the bottom of the tent dry, but
It doesn't work when you already have it wet to begin with.
my rain fly is not aligned properly at all. I'm gonna just do it over the top. It's all saggy in here and stuff, but
While Dave works on that, we can go check out what mine looks like. All mine is just a hammock with a tarp over it. One of the heaviest tarps I could get. Nice and cozy looking. Dry for the most part. I mean, there's a little bit of dampness to fabric right here. It's really hard to see it, but and I am back. Just added my wool blanket. That way if it does, you know, start to downpour, I should be able to keep myself nice and warm. Did some more adjustments. Yeah, that's the side I need to adjust. I was going to adjust this out a little bit more, but I'm not sure where I want to adjust it out to. Gotta be fairly decent. And I doubt it's gonna be that. That might just be the weight of the beast right now. It repels water just fine. So, a bonus note, you can actually take buckets or cups and set it underneath this, and water drips just about right through the eyelet, and you can actually use that to collect water if you're in a survival situation, because the way this sets up, it actually kind of bows in like a U shape and directs it right to that one point right there. You can see where it's dripping right now. Back to Dave. Hi, Cursey Dave.
Need some towels and throw this out. Look like you put a bunch of paper towels in the vehicle.
Not sure if you can see that. It's almost 11 o'clock. You believe it's almost Christmas? And we're out here hunting some asshole. Don't pay attention to the date. That thing's been broken on my watch forever. Since the 5th. I changed it to the 15th when it was the 15th. And it has not changed since. Back to action with, well, Dave trying to dry out his tent.
The blanket I just keep in my car. It's $3 fleece thing. It'll dry out. Saves wasting a bunch of paper towels.
It costs about as much. They don't dry out.
And you know, recycle and all that stuff.
Being outdoorsmen, we generally like to stay pretty green.
Even our tree service is green. We use everything we can from them, so we don't just take it to the dump or set it on fire like most do. And this is just a fairly cheap Ozark Trail tent that I grabbed at Walmart last minute. We were going to be camping out here, and if you look, places like right here, so puddles of water underneath the tent that this thing is actually holding out. So it's not letting any in at all. Bad part is the floor is already covered in water, so
It's fairly ineffective.
technically if you put a hose in here you could probably get like 3 inches of water just chill on the bottom.
Sweet. Got
Or
ourselves
nice in
a
the
pool.
summer. If I can squeeze these puzzles out of here, I doubt it'll be comfortable to sleep on. Sound like I said puzzles.
Kinda did.
Small, 2-person. Fits a couple little things here and there, and me and my dog quite nicely. A little Australian Shepherd, I'm sure you'll meet her eventually.
Generally, our rule for buying tents for just one person, we recommend getting about a 2-person tent. That way you can fit your gear comfortably and yourself. And for a 2-person, I usually try to go for about a 4-person size tent. You can get away with a 3, but 4 is a little more comfortable.
And this tent actually has 2 vestibules on either side. Pretty decent size to them.
That's these little pockets right here that kind of go out and they go all the way to the ground and they zip up, so you can actually use it for storing your gear as well.
And that's why I put the tarp down for her, but I didn't have time to align it properly, so it is what it is. It's keeping my legs dry and clean right now, so that's a plus. Just like this too. It's like $10 at Walmart. So
Pretty comfortable.
my other sleeping bag is a Coleman, but it's rated for like 20 degrees. It's gonna be in the 60s tonight.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be so comfortable. The reason I like these is that they're not like a real, they're not like one of those real like average sleeping bag materials. Like the inside is an actual cloth, so it's actually kind of nice. They're lightweight and they fit on our hike packs pretty nice. And I found that they have a added bonus that our hammocks fit right inside the sleeping bag and roll up and fit right back into its packaging.
This is actually a slightly larger one. 50 degrees. It's only 3 pounds. That's also a plus. One of the ones probably weighs as much as my tent here does. My tent's not that heavy, but when a sleeping bag weighs about 6-7 pounds, that's so much.
And really it doesn't seem like all that much until, you know, you're carrying that plus a bunch of other things that weigh 3 or 4 pounds in a pack on your back. And that turns from 3 or 4 pounds to 30 real quick.
Cameras, batteries, all that fun stuff.
Yep, which normally on our hike trips we usually try to bring like a DSLR and this thing, along with things to charge it with, which they're not real super light.
This isn't bad. We're not sponsored by anyone. We just look for, well, mostly our gear's more on the low end.
Cheap, affordable, but works good.
Look for something that's comparable to some other brands, but doesn't cost, 4 times as much. I mean, you could probably have gotten another, tent that you could compare to this for like $300. I just paid like $45 for it.
Yeah, definitely.
And it is really waterproof. When you have the rain fly on the damn thing. I've had it out in the rain already, and it was great.
Yeah, which is actually kind of nice about this too, is that when you take off the rain fly, it's actually got quite a bit of overhead space. So if you wanted to see the stars at night, if you can see them, tonight is you can see a few, but it's pretty cloudy.
It's actually a 4-season tent. Those rain flies go down basically like a saucer, upside down saucer on the ground. Keeps out wind and stuff like that, and then you can actually roll it back so it looks more traditional, like a dome tent. So ideally, if you're going to be camping or something, you could keep one side closed or something like that, put your gear in it, and have the front end open. If you want a little more privacy, or you want to keep it a little bit warmer. I've been camping in this thing when it was about 40 degrees outside, and it was actually nice and toasty. Of course, everything was closed down, and I had my heavier sleeping bag and my dog in here, but smaller tents warm up faster. Before I got this, I had an 8-person tent that some friends and I used like 10 years ago. And I bought this because I definitely did not want to use that one again. camping on Mount Pisgah in North Carolina, and it was in the high 30s, low 40s there, and it was cold. It took a very long time to warm that tent up and keep it comfortable. But this, no time at all. Alright, Dave here, and I'm out camping solo tonight, and believe it or not, I actually lost my lighter. So, I found some wood shavings here, which I've got in a pile, some small stuff, some larger stuff, and I'm going to use a ferro rod to get it going. And actually, I already did this once, and got a nice little fire going, but I'm going to do it one more time because we had a technical difficulty and didn't catch any of it on film. So, get it going again. This all nice and fluffed up, and it rained here earlier today and last night, so I'm gonna search around for some really dry stuff. Spray into that a little bit. This should go up pretty easily. And these things are great. I always have one of them with me. One in my vehicle all the time. You just stick this right in the front here, at the top right. There we go. Squeeze that together a little bit. Don't smother it. Small tinder. Already. Just a leaf on it. Just gotta work your way up to some larger stuff. Once it gets burning, it's burning. A lot of this stuff is still kind of wet too, so. Hear a sizzle. Try to get stuff like this and the dry stuff and just kind of throw it out a little bit. This is gonna burn, like, without a doubt. Now, if I didn't already have a decent fire going, I would, throw on some much larger wood around it, just to make sure it has enough air, and then build it up until it was a substantial fire, or whatever I needed it to be. But I'm just gonna leave this as it is and let it burn out. Enjoy. And just the fire rod can go anywhere.